special place in Raleigh and look back at it and what it was like many years ago, Lassiter Mill.
Fueled by the great falls of Crabtree, the wheels churned at Lassiter Mill, producing white oak lumber, lily-white flour. Kathy Stein, Katie Lee Sasser, and Lovey Barber still recall those times. Their dad, Cornelius Jesse Lassiter, purchased the site for $750 in 1908. More recently, adults like Tony Maupin spent summer afternoons cooling off here. All are bound together by the memories of Raleigh's Lassiter Mill.
On Friday night, they would dig a deep pit, and he would invite all the bankers and the big officials out for barbecue, and they would put a pig on the pit and spit it all night long. And then around maybe 9 o'clock, they'd cut up the pig and they'd have barbecues. And that I remember on the raceway, all the food that was served on that raceway. And boats and launches going up the creek, and just hundreds of people out here.
Well, Daddy had a fish trap right down here that extended all the way across the creek. Every morning and night he would stop by the fish trap, and he might bring home an eel, a frog, a catfish, or whatever, you know.
I remember swimming, and we had a bridge, and as when we were young, we used to jump off the bridge, diving and swimming. We were allowed a certain portion of the day to do that.
I have a lot of personal ties because this is kind of where I grew up. I did my early courting here. I had a job here. I met a lot of friends here. We played a lot. We did a lot of scouting activities in the area.
And there was a panther's den up the creek, and people went up to see, lovers went up in the rowboats, and they watched the den waiting for a panther, which by that time, of course, wasn't here anymore.
Always people to swim with. People would come out and join us. We'd have a skating rink in the dance hall, and I'd swim up the creek every day, a half a mile and a half mile back. Every day that wasn't raining or so forth.
Fishing was great. A lot of shad would come up and spawn at the base of the dam over here, and you couldn't hook them with bait. You'd have to snag them with a triple hook, a three-prong hook. You'd find them, a foot long, and you can go over there right now and see them at the base of the dam. And there was some brim and some bass, and very popular place. It still is today. You can see a couple of fishermen over there today fishing now.
I remember one Easter, I had to come down and help my father in the lumber mill, and as I came down, everybody else was going Easter hunting, and I just thought, oh my, what a different life that we live, you know.
We promote it as the park within the city, and it's exactly what this is, a park within the city. So it's a very important part of our ancestry to save this historical site. It goes back to the late 1800s, and we need to save our heritage. We have a lot of fond memories there, and I think our forefathers would want us to keep it in remembrance of what they did to get Raleigh started as a city.
Romantic memories of bygone days surround Lassiter Mill. The mill finally closed after 5 fires in 1975. In September, the city of Raleigh dedicates Lassiter Mill as part of our Greenway system, complete with nature trail and learning center. But good advice has it, the fishing's still good. And if you look closely, you might find a panther's den.